Okay, for this next step, you guys will need some scissors, your needle, and then thread. Go ahead and cut the thread and put it through the eye of the needle. And we're going to take our diagram, and since we have it punched out, that's going to tell us where we need to put the needle. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the needle with the thread, put it through the very center of your diagram, and then pull it through the other side. Okay, before pulling it all the way through, you're going to want to make sure that you tape this down . I like to use clear tape so I can still see my diagram. So it's taped down, and what we're going to do is we're going to go from 1 to 3. So I'm going to go up to 1 at the very top hole, pull it through, and then there is a line underneath this. This is the next 1/8 inch mark. I'm going to go into that next hole, pull it through, and then what I do with this is I go back into my, this is going to be number 3. Number 3 is right here. I'm going to go down to the very bottom of number 3. So I put it in the very bottom of number 3 and pull it through. What you're going to always do on the back side is make sure that on the back side you're always going to the next hole. So it should look like stitches on the back side. So you put it through and you pull it on through. And then you're going to go to the next hole up top and pull it through. Be careful you don't prick yourself. And then again, make your stitch on the back side, pull it through, and then you're going to go to the next available hole down below. You're going to continue this pattern until you have this all completed. Okay, we have just finished 1/3 of that particular portion for our project. What we're going to do now is we're going to focus on making this right here. So we're going to connect this down to here and back the same way. The same pattern we did here, except now we're going from this side to this side. Okay, we've just finished that second half. So we have 2/3 of this done. Now we're going to connect this to this. Remember, we always start in the middle, and if you are doing it correctly, you will just see stitches on the back. You shouldn't see one solid line. Okay, it's just stitches on the back. And then we're going to connect this side to this side. Okay, now we've completed our third section, and you can see it makes a triangle right in the middle. What we're going to do is we're going to now do the same exact process with the other 3 lines, and you'll end up with the exact same pattern except one that is going this direction. Okay, and for this step you'll want to use a different color than you just used. Okay, now after completing your brown pattern, or first color pattern, and then your second color pattern, we are now going to focus on the space in between each particular start point. To do this, we're going to first thread our needle and thread. Then we're going to take and poke it through the back side right at the vertex point where that hinge point is. Make sure you tape it down, pull it through. Then you're going to go up to one of the start points, pull it through. And as you get your line, you're going to start by making your stitch on the opposite side that you just did. So we pull it through. Here's our stitch. You're going to go up to the next available hole. You are then going to pull it through, make your stitch on your back side, pull it through, and you're going to continue this pattern by having your stitches on the back side until you run out of spots to weave. And that is it. Now, after finishing one of the triangles right here that we said we were going to complete, we're going to work our way around, and you have a total of 6 triangles to finish using the same method. You go in from the back side in the vertex here, you go all the way up, make your stitch in the back side, come out here, then go all the way back here, and then back, forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until you make the same pattern. After completing all 6 brown triangles, we're going to start the gap in between the triangles, completing a curve. To do that, we're going to start at the vertex at this point, which is right here. We're going to pull it through, go down to one end of triangle here, pull it through, and again on the back side you're making your stitch. So you make your stitch and then go to the opposite side, and you're going to pull it through. You're going to keep repeating this pattern until all available spots are filled in. Alright, if you did this project correctly, it should look very similar to this. We have the first main triangle with the first color, and the second color triangle is overlapping it. The first color is going to be your small triangles here, and then we have the connector in between. This is going to be our second color, and like I said, if you did it correctly, it should look very similar to what you see right here.